All right, so we'll wait for everyone to kind of get on in here. Let's see. What's up, Eric? Hi, Ethan. Hey, Randy. What's up, World Star and Ethan? Hayden the King, Raphael, Bert, howdy. Glenn, what's up? What's going on? Jose, Logan, Nick, Henry, Rudy, Joseph. I know some people are saying asking questions already, but you might want to wait a second because it's going to go really fast here for a minute. Thanks, Roby. Will, what's up? Eric, Cyrus, Alec, Nick, Mitchell. Show us Laura. Blake. Jason, I don't know if Laura's going to be in. Laura actually gave me permission on that for that picture. I asked her permission. I said, do you care if I show this? What's up, Boston? What's up, Dan? Michael, what's going on? Alex, what's up? Jorge. Thank you, you too. Jordan, what's going on? Vibes. MJ Kin. Richie Gibbons. You can't swing a fungo. Robinson, can Juan strike me out? I don't know. Maybe in a flat ground. I don't know about on the mound. Hunter, what's up? Cade. How hard is it to actually make the big leagues? It is the hardest league to make in the world, so it's pretty hard. The percentages are very, very low. Much lower than 1%. All right. So let's this is the plan for tonight, everyone. What's up, Aiden? I'm going to answer some questions. We're going to talk some baseball. Laura's going to come down and hang out for a little bit. She's still putting my daughter to sleep right now. What's up, Jason? Cowboy Matt on Twitch tonight. I'm not sure if Cowboy Matt's going to be on Twitch tonight. Cowboy Matt was on Twitch last night. I don't know if we're going to go back-to-back nights. I'm trying to get my computer to work here. Laura was on my computer, and I don't know what she did. It's not working. So, thanks, Tim. So thanks, Eric. I appreciate that. What's up, Big Dom? So let's answer some questions. Let's start. Who's going to win the World Series this year if we have baseball? Well, I'm taking the two most talented teams, which I think are the Dodgers and the Yankees. I originally thought the Yankees would. Severino going down hurts their chances a little bit. So I guess I kind of still want to go Yankees, but the Dodgers got to win one eventually, right? The D-backs, I like the D-backs. The D-backs, not a lot of people talk about them, but I like them. Can I hit a home run at Fenway Park right now? Probably not. I'd have to work out. I mean, I have hit a couple balls over the Green Monster. Not in a game. I've only played one game at Fenway Park. I actually hit a double off the Green Monster, but not over it. How can the Astros redeem themselves? I don't know if they'll ever be able to redeem themselves, but if they come out and have a solid year, I'm not saying people will forgive them, but maybe some people will. Some people are always going to consider 2017 like a year that never happened. They're not going to give them any credit for winning the World Series. Oh, Braves are great. How has coronavirus affected me baseball wise? It shut the entire season down so far. So I haven't left my house in 2 months, so I haven't done any baseball. Usually, this is the busiest time of the year for me for baseball. I haven't done a single lesson. I haven't coached a game, haven't done anything. Best way to crack a sunflower seed? I don't know, with your teeth. I think I don't know how long you have to be. I'm not sure if one day gets you a little bit of pension. I know I get a little bit of pension. I was in it for a year. Hello, Takumi. What's going on? Did I have baseball swag? I don't know. I mean, I hope I had a little bit, but oh, nice. You got a Joe Adele? Hey, thank you. Are we gonna talk about sandwiches today? Who knows where this conversation will go? What are the MLB bat regulations? Um, so your bat basically, I think this is the way it still happens. When I played, you had to pass like an ink dot test, so they would basically put a dot of ink on your bat, and then that would kind of tell. I don't know exactly what they're looking for, but just like a certain strength of the bat, I believe. So as long as you're past that, then you're good to go. But other than that, I don't know if there's any other rules. I'm not sure. I love ice cream sandwiches. Yep. Dinner tonight was chicken. What's up, Evan? My favorite team growing up was the Red Sox. Any update on the Lucky Charms Foundation? Not yet. I don't chew tobacco. Oh yeah, I've been answering questions for like 10 years on this thing, so it's not a coronavirus thing. It's just I always answer questions. I think MLB is going to come back. I hope so. Toughest pitcher I faced was Ubaldo Jimenez with the Rockies, Tim Lincecum with the Giants, Daniel Bard with the Red Sox, probably. I don't think I want to go play in the California Penal League now. Dispute over salary thoughts. I think it gets complicated. Some people get mad and like stop arguing about money. I always say baseball is a business, whether you like it or not. I learned this. You don't realize baseball is a business till you play baseball. Then you're like, oh, when you play professional baseball, you realize it's a business. Like, yeah, it's a game, but it is a business. So I just hope they can come to some type of agreement and play. Am I on Snell's side? I wouldn't exactly say I'm on Snell's side. Um, I have to really, I've tried to pay attention to it, but I don't know every single detail, so I don't even know if I can comment on that. Since I'm not a player and it has no effect on me, I haven't, again, I don't know the details of the contract negotiations and all the things they're talking about. I did not know that Zach Campbell commented, but I have actually talked to his video guy about doing a video. We were supposed to do one this summer, but then the coronavirus hit. I never saw a player do steroids, but I've seen players on steroids. Teddy Halpin, thank you so much for the super chat. For a 12-year-old, what is good velocity? Um, so, Teddy, it's a hard question. I usually don't try to. I usually like we don't even tell our 12-year-olds what good velocity is, um, because I don't know what good velocity is for 12 years. Because 12-year-olds is like you could have a 6 foot 12-year-old and you could have a 4 foot 12-year-old. So of course, the 6 foot 12-year-old is going to throw way harder than the 4 foot 12-year-old. But so am I going to tell a 12-year-old he should be throwing as hard as the 6 foot, or else he's not throwing hard? Like I just think it's really hard to tell. So I don't even know. I couldn't even really tell you what our 12-year-olds throw, and we have a lot of hard throwing 12-year-olds. I don't worry too much about it. Will I have fall ball this year? At this point, it looks like our summer ball might go into the fall, so I don't know if we'll have fall ball this year. I'm just hoping we have summer ball at this point. We're going to take it, I was going to say a month at a time, but maybe a week at a time. Do you think Chase Headley was on steroids 2012? I don't think so. He did have an amazing year. I mean, sometimes those years just, like my 2007 year, that was just like the perfect storm of a year. I can't even explain it. Just your swing feels great. You get locked in. You have a hot month or two, and all of a sudden you're like, damn, I had a huge year. So I like pickles. Yep. Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me just I missed it though. Would you have dominated in the dead ball era? So it's very hard to compare how players from today would do then and how those players would do now because what we have available to us now is nothing like what they had then. So, like for me, I spent my whole life working out in a weight room and like had nutritional products and all these things. Like they didn't have that back then. So of course I'm gonna probably be bigger and stronger and faster than those guys. So you can't just plot me into, the dead ball era with my training and all that stuff. It wouldn't be fair to do. So I wouldn't say I would dominate now. Whose card am I looking at right now? So actually tonight, I am looking for a card tonight. I haven't bought a card in a couple of nights. I'm actually looking at some Mookie Betts rookie cards. There's a lot to choose from. So I don't know if I'm going to... I've gotten pretty much all the cards I kind of want. I'm still looking at a couple. I've bought in a lot that I haven't even told you guys about yet. I'm going to make more videos on that, but... When I got... No, sponsored, unless you're like a huge name player, when I was done playing, I lost all my sponsorships. Can I do a video on stuff you can do in the winter? Almost our whole channel is dedicated to stuff you could do in the winter, so. Hey, Justin, you go to St. John's Prep? Awesome, that's where I went. That's where I coach. I've never met Bob Euchre, nope. Was still on steroids in the CIA. She might still be on them. The Tops update? Yeah, but there's so many Tops updates. I was looking at it. I was looking at a PSA 10. There's almost 2,400 PSA 10s, which is a good amount. I might still get it though. Teddy, thank you so much. Can you save the packages and make a mail day? So I'm not. I'm going to show all the cards I got. I'm not going to do it like so much a mail day where I'm going to like open up the packages, but I'm going to show you the cards that I got. So technically I am going to do what you said, yeah. Yeah, the Bowman Chrome. What about the Topps Chrome update? That's one I was looking at right here. It's expensive though. What's the worst thing you've said to an umpire? Thank you so much, by the way, for that super chat. Who is that? Jahan? Hopefully I said that right. The worst thing I said to an umpire? I don't... So I don't... I never said anything mean to umpires. I basically... If I got mad at a call, I would just say... You know, like if they called it a strike, I would just... Usually it's like, oh, that's a ball. That ball's outside. Like something like that. But I would never like say anything mean to the umpires. I never said like, you stink or anything worse than that. Yeah, Kent Murphy's a great coach. What's going on, Sam? Do I think there'll ever be a woman MLB player? I don't know. I was actually talking to my wife about this a few days ago. I say my daughter's going to be the first one, but... Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. How does Altuve generate so much bat speed? So Altuve, you know, I think with smaller players, they have to use their body really, really well. And I think he does. You know, like we go pretty in depth on our YouTube channel with like sequencing and how to use your body in the proper sequence and basically in the right order. That's really, really important to do. The smaller you are, the better you've got to be at using your body well. So I would say he does it really, really well. Trevor C, thank you so much for the super chat. Topps update is a sticker auto, not on card autos. Gotcha. I don't really have a lot of auto cards. They're too expensive. Like anytime, I think I've only got like one autograph card, actual autograph card. Because the ones I was looking at, so many players, it's like you could spend like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. I'm like, geez Louise, when I gotta buy one card. Would I ever coach in the big leagues? I don't know. I've been offered a couple of major league or professional coaching jobs, not big league jobs, but professional jobs, and I have not taken one yet. So, but maybe down the line, down the road, I don't know. I might have to do that. Buy the cards that when I was when I made my debut. No, I wouldn't teach your kid to Soto shuffle. I would not do that. Oh yeah, I would love the Lindor card. It's just really expensive, the one I'm looking at. It's hard to get. The best advice I could give a ball player? Well, there's a lot of advice. I would say have fun, and if you really love baseball and you want to play at a high level, then go for it. I played in the major leagues with the Padres. Billy Wagner was an unhittable closer. I know it's tough sometimes for relievers to get into the Hall of Fame, but he was one of the better ones, I think. Red Sox investigation? I don't know. I think Major League Baseball probably just wanted it all to go away, so. I'm not going to be in the first 30 and 30, maybe. I do have a lot of cards, yes. Should small ball come back? I don't know if small ball is going to come back. I think I think the reason why small ball isn't around because the game has become really analytical and numbers and all the smart math people will tell you that the game you score more runs by hitting for power. So I think that's why it's gone that way. If someone decides that you score more runs by playing small ball, then that might come back, but I don't know if it's ever going back that way. I think there is something for being able to make contact and put the ball in play and not striking out a ton. At the same time, you've got to be able to hit for power. And typically with power comes strikeouts. So, I mean, if you can get a team full of guys that can hit for power and not strike out a lot and put the ball in play, then you're probably going to win. There's not a lot of those players, though. What's up, Jared? I do have a uniform, yep. I never played softball, no. Um, the homers to batting average ratio, it's hard to say. Some of it depends on on-base percentage, too. So, like if you hit 200, but you still get on base a lot, then it doesn't really matter that you hit 200. But a lot of crashed two horses last night. It was pretty ugly. Bichette, Lux, Jordan, or Robert? I don't know. I haven't seen Luis Robert play. Um, I think Jordan is an amazing hitter, but he doesn't really play defense. I think Lux is a great athlete. I think he's going to be really, really good. I think Bichette's a great athlete. I think they're all good. I don't know. It's hard to say. They also played. It's hard to compare like Jordan to Bichette, who played totally different positions. That's right. We got 220 people in here. What's up, everybody? Thanks, Ronald. Ronald, I missed that. Who's better, Didi Gregorius or Jorge Blanco? I'm not sure. Gregorius has been hurt, so we'll see how he does if he stays healthy. I'd have to probably look at it off the top of my head. I'm not really sure just because I haven't seen Didi play in a little bit. Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. The most overrated stat? That's a good question. It depends on what position we're talking about. And clutch is an interesting thing. Someone just mentioned clutch. Clutch is an interesting thing. A lot of people, a lot of baseball people, especially analytical people, will tell you that there's no such thing as clutch. But the most overrated stat, let's just talk about offense. Well, it's hard to say. So, like, some people say batting average because on base is more important, which I will agree. Then again, if I see someone hitting 300 or around 300 every year, then I know that guy can really hit. Doesn't mean he can get on base though. Like the guys can hit 300 and get on base at at a 315 clip. That's not very good. So RBIs can be overrated sometimes because not so much overrated, but a lot goes RBI. If you play on a team that gets a lot of runners on base, you're going to have a much better chance of driving in runs than someone that doesn't. So if you hit 4-hole for a team that's got 3 amazing top of the lineup hitters that get on base all the time, then of course you're going to drive in a lot of runs. So I don't know if you consider those overrated, but they don't always tell the whole story. Very true. Adrian Gonzalez, I mean, he's a great, great player. Again, I haven't looked at his career stats. I don't have them off the top of my head, so I'd have to look. But I watch the NFL. I know the NFL more than I know MLB. So I haven't missed a Patriots game. I don't think my whole life. My favorite Cubs player is probably Javi Baez. If I was a scouting director, I would look for high upside. I take lots of risk on high upside. I don't really need like that would be my philosophy. RC from the NYC, thank you so much. What's up, Matt? What's going on? Hope everyone's well. Can you briefly discuss head placement during a swing? Yeah, so head placement. So your head can move forward, all right? And so some people say you can't move forward at all. Your head can move forward during your stride. Um, when you finally start to turn to hit, your head should no longer move forward. And so I usually say like as you're striding, you should your head should feel like it's kind of over your belly button as you're moving out. And then again, as you start to tilt back to hit, your head should not move forward anymore. Hopefully that makes sense. What's up, Andrew? Oh, an umpire blows the call on me all the time. Yeah. Oh, Laura's making her grand entrance with a big smirk on her face.
No, I'm not.
Oh, the star of the show's here, everybody.
Oh, please.
Laura, could you make a little bit more noise when you come in? She comes in and just kicks everything around. Hey, Matt.
You have chains on the floor.
Thank you so much, Lynch Card Breaks and Sales. I appreciate the super chat. Bichette or Jordan? So, as far as like what, making the Hall of Fame or like a card value or
Was this on or off?
on. Rich Durbano, thanks so much for the super chat. So, I don't know. I love Bichette. What's Bichette? Like 22 years old. He plays a premier position at shortstop. Hits a ton of doubles. He's a great all-around player. Jordan's gonna rake. Like that dude's gonna hit homers, homers, homers. He's not really gonna play defense. Probably gonna play DH. So there's chains in my office because Laura just bought 2 new swing set swings for my kids, and we haven't put them up yet. We just got them in, so they're sitting in. Well, they were in a box, and then Laura took them out of the box. Laura doesn't have an ice cream sundae for me right now. No. Hey, Kevin. She's eating a Rice Krispie treat again. I love Moncada. I think Jimenez can rake too. I love Moncada. I just love his swing. They're both great players, so. Where would I have drafted myself? So I was one of those players that probably wasn't a super high upside player. I was probably considered more of a low ceiling, kind of a high floor because I had good plate discipline, versatile, considered athletic, but didn't have like any like tools that just were like, holy crap, look at this tool. Although I had good all around tools, so I don't know if it would have taken me as high as I went, but
I would have.
Laura would have taken me first overall. Getting traded, how are you greeted? Every team I went to, the guys were really, really nice. So I was greeted well on all the teams I went to. No, I don't like beards. I like having scruff, but not long beards. Nick Lazari, thank you so much for the super chat. Did you ever consider playing in Japan or Korea? I didn't. I never got asked to. At the end of my career, I was kind of hurt a lot. I don't think they would have wanted me anyway, but I wasn't even healthy enough to really play much more. So I didn't. Evan Sather? Thank you, Evan, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Have you ever played cricket? Will you try it for the sake of comparing it to baseball? So I've never played cricket. I don't even know where I would play cricket. I've never seen anyone play cricket.
Maddie would probably like cricket though. Isn't that like baseball a little bit?
Kind of a little bit, yeah. But I've never, I don't even know how to go about playing cricket. I don't know the rules. I've never seen anyone play. I don't know where people play. Thoughts on Jason Dominguez? So I've never seen him play. No one's seen him play. He looks like a freak show. He looks like he's been juiced up to the high heavens. I mean, he looks humongous. I'm not saying he is, but I'm just saying he looks like it. I don't know. People say he's the greatest player to ever play. I can't really say anything till I see him. I mean, I've seen like a video of him on YouTube. He looks like a freak show. So, but I'd have to see him play. How did I get hurt? I had a bunch of injuries. I broke my hand. I had 3 wrist surgeries. So it wasn't like I had freak accidents. My hand broke from swinging, and then my wrists were bad from swinging too. Thoughts on Brady leaving the Pats? Pretty sad about it, but
That's devastated.
I'm pretty devastated about it. But I also understand that he's getting old and he's not going to be around forever, and so it's time to move on.
All good things must come.
I think Walker Buehler could be a Cy Young Award winner. I think he is disgusting. I'm a huge football fan. Yep. Thoughts on the Red Sox? Well, I think the Red Sox are going to be in trouble pitching-wise. I think they'll still be able to, losing Mookie Betts obviously hurts, but I think they'll still be able to score some runs, but I just don't know about pitching. I get asked a lot about Axe Bat saving my career. I have no idea if it would have or not, but I do not like the Eagles, no. I don't like anyone but the Patriots. Laura doesn't really like football now. Laura doesn't really like sports.
I watch the Patriots with you.
Not really.
Yes, I do.
Mookie could go back to the Red Sox.
Really?
Jahan, thank you so much again for Super Chat. Who's better cuddler? You or Lara? Lara, without a doubt. Greg the Groove, drum covers. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. Update on MLB proposal. Time running out soon? No, so I don't think time's running out. I think that they're still negotiating back and forth. I haven't gotten any new updates. I actually am getting good feelings. I don't know why I'm getting good feelings, but I just kind of am. I think there's a lot to lose if we don't play baseball this year. And so I don't know if that's going to keep baseball from... I don't know if that's going to make baseball be played because there's a lot to lose, but I'm hoping. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But I don't have any updates for you at this time.
Do you think they'll ever replace Fenway like they did Yankee Stadium?
No, I don't think they'll ever replace in Fenway. Landon Souza, thank you so much for the Super Chat. No question for now. Hope your family had a good weekend. Hey, thanks, Landon.
Oh, thanks, Landon. Same to you.
You too. My sidekick, Laura, is here. Laura, you might want to move a little bit closer. Can you guys hear Laura well enough? I mean, you might want to come even closer than that, Laura. Josh Davis, thank you so much for the Super Chat. Which performance was the best? Josh Hamilton, home run, 2008, Vlad Guerrero Jr., 2019, Charlie Blackmon going first to third. I'm going to say Josh Hamilton. Vladdy's performance was amazing, but I maybe it's because I was younger, but I remember watching Josh Hamilton do that in Yankee Stadium and being like, what am I watching right now? I don't even know what I was watching. I was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. This guy's Mickey Mantle. This guy's better than Mickey Mantle. This guy's Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle put together. That's what I was thinking. It's crazy. How many college baseball camps did you go to before you got your first scholarship? 0. I didn't go to any college baseball camps. The only way I got recruited was just I played in a couple tournaments with my team. I had a really good team in high school. I played for a team called the Ohio Warhawks. We ended up having 3 or 4 first-round picks come out of that team. So we were a really good team. So when we played, usually in tournaments, a lot of people came and watched us. For Memorial Day, I did exactly what you're watching me do right now. This is what we did. We just sat here.
We went for a ride in the car.
We went for a ride in my car because my car battery, I didn't start my car for 2 months, and then I tried to start it yesterday for the first time, and it wouldn't start. Kevin Green, thank you so much for the Super Chat. What was the worst injury of your life, and how bad was it on a scale of 1 to 10? Laura, worst injury in my life has to be my hand. My wrist, my hand wrist. I never hurt. Well, the scariest injury actually was my freshman year of high school. My mother never let me play high school. She never let me play football because she thought I was going to get hurt, although I played hockey my whole life. And then finally, freshman year of high school, she finally let me play. And my first ever game is a scrimmage against my hometown team. I went to a private school. I'm playing with my hometown team in a scrimmage. And this kid hits me on the side of the knee with a helmet. And I fall down to the ground. And I'm like, oh my God, I think I just really hurt my knee. And I look down. And my kneecap's like here, and then there's something over here like this big. And I was like, holy hell, I just blew my knee. I thought I blew my kneecap off. And I remember my dad ran over and he was like, oh my God, it's all over. He broke his knee. And so they grab me, they bring me off. And luckily, it was called a burst sac or something. Something blew up in my knee and it swelled immediately. It's like a sack of fluid. So it wasn't actually super serious, but it looked like the look of it looked disgusting, and I'd never been hurt before. I actually didn't miss any games or anything with it, but that was the most scared I've ever been. But the worst injury was definitely my hand and wrist injury and pro ball because we couldn't figure out what was wrong, and it was horrible pain, and I missed a whole year for it. I ended up getting 2 surgeries in the same year. Did I get 2 surgeries or 3? Two surgeries in that one year, in 2010. It was terrible. Peter Starzinski, thank you so much, Peter.
No, you missed someone.
Oh my God, I missed someone else?
Josh Davis.
Whoa, Josh Davis? Oh, Josh Davis, thank you so much. Should Roger Maris be in the Hall of Fame? Roger Maris stats. Let's see what kind of career Maris had. He didn't play a whole long time, huh? Compared to some other guys. So, career stat. He played 12 years. He hit... He only had 275 home runs. Wow, so he had that one huge year. No, he shouldn't be, I guess. Although he had one huge year. It just doesn't look to me like he did it for a long enough period of time. 345 on base, 260. I would say no. Peter Starzinski, now thank you. You mentioned Hamilton at the '08 Derby. Now guys do that regularly in a home run derby. By the way, video game ad would destroy all of them. You're right. Yeah, so I think that's the reason why it was so amazing, why I picked Josh Hamilton, because when he did it, you weren't used to guys really doing it that much. Now guys are going berserk. I wonder if now they're just using like the absolute most juiced baseballs in the history of the world in the home run derby, because it just seems like everybody is just hitting the ball a mile, and you didn't see that as much before. Before you might see a guy here and there, but now it's like everybody. Every year you see someone go crazy. So, and it makes sense. I mean, people are there to watch homers, and so why wouldn't you just make the most juiced baseball of all time for that? I like the current state of baseball. I mean, everyone keeps saying these guys got to put the ball in play more, but listen, the baseball nowadays, like the pitching is getting so good. The pitching is just crazy good. It's hard to string 3 singles together in an inning. Let's just say that. And so the strikeouts are going to be up. Now, I know that it's going to be up a little bit more when you have power hitters, but the pitching is just amazing. So, like every guy coming out of the bullpen is throwing 97 miles an hour now. It's just craziness. So we're never going back to the older times of baseball where the ball is put in play a lot more. Like I think those days are just done. Paul Ball ×3. Thank you so much for the super chat. Hi Matt. Do you think travel ball will lose players to Little League to travel restrictions and coronavirus? Can you give a shout out to my son Max? What's up, Max? What's going on? Hope you're doing well, and hopefully you're able to get on the field and play. So I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it depends on the area that you're in. I mean, our travel ball, like for instance, Antonelli baseball, I don't think this isn't being like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a mental block right now. The opposite of humble. Oh my God. What's the opposite? Give me a word that's an opposite of humble. Cocky. Let's just use the word cocky. This isn't being cocky, but there's no, like when I think of Antonelli baseball and the way that we run practice and stuff, there's no comparing Little League to that. Now, I'm not saying there should be because it's just different, but I don't think players are going to leave like Antonelli baseball to go back to little league ball if they can't travel as much. I think eventually you'll be able to travel again, but I just can't see that happening. Um, that's my honest opinion. But it just depends on where you're from. Like if you play on a travel ball team that is just like a little league team, then yeah, you could. But every person that's ever played for us, I'd say, is like, oh my god, this is not. This is like so far away from what we got at little league. It's unbelievable. So.
Super chat from Ansel, 1961.
All right. My assistant Laura said that Ansel 1961 super chat. Thank you so much, Ansel. Hopefully I said that right. Can you imagine how much money StubHub lost this year? Well, a lot of people lost a lot of money, but yeah, I have this weird thing where when I'm driving down the street, like today, I drove my car around to get the battery charging back up again. All I do is look at small businesses and I'm like, oh my God, I can't imagine if I own that business. Oh my God, I can't imagine if I own that business. I mean, I own a small business and I know, and like, we're going through the same thing. I've been able to work in 2 months. But just like every business, I'm like, oh my God, like, how is anyone going to survive? None of these businesses, like, the businesses can't do business. So it's a crazy time, very crazy time. But yes, I'm sure StubHub lost a lot of money too. Riley McConnell, thank you so much for the super chat. Yo, Matt, rank these first basemen: Konerko, Thomas, Tomei, and Giambi. Oh my God. So those are all guys that were playing more when I was like a kid. I'd have to look. Oh, geez, Louise. I mean, Frank Thomas was amazing. Let's do this real quick, guys. Let me just look up. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to get this Mookie Betts card. Are we almost at time? Are we almost time for Mookie Betts? Let's see. Mookie Betts time. Nope, I still got 30 minutes. Frank Thomas. I've played on Chase Field. Yeah, I played at Chase Field. So Thomas had almost a 74 WAR, 420, almost 419 on base. Hit over 300 with 521 home runs. Holy shnikes. All right, Jim Tomei. Let's compare him to Tomei. Those numbers are just craziness, guys. So Tomei had a little bit less of a WAR, less of a batting average, less of an on base, more home runs. I guess I like Thomas's numbers over Tomei's. They're close though. Who else? Paul Konerko. Paul Konerko. Yeah, Konerko's not even close. His on base isn't close. His batting average isn't close. His WAR isn't close. All right, so who was the last one? Oh, Jason Giambi. Jason Giambi, 50 WAR, on base of almost 400, 440 home runs. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Thomas. I'll go Thomas, then Tomei, then Giambi, then Konerko. That's really quick. I mean, I looked at those stats really quick. But Thomas and Tomei could be, they're very, very close. So you can go either way, I guess.
Super chat from EJ.
EJ Slem, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm still hoping fans will be allowed in parks. I don't think fans are going to be allowed this year in parks. I'm hoping next year. But I would say this year it's probably completely out of the question. Maybe not, but I would think it's probably going to be. Like, I know that there's never going to be a fan allowed in Fenway Park this year. Josh Davis, thank you so much for the super chat. Whereabouts in Massachusetts are you? My brother and his family live in Salisbury. They used to live in Haverhill. Oh, yeah, so I'm right around there. I grew up in Peabody, which is a little bit south of there, but like maybe like 20 minutes or so. So I'm really close to him. Thank you, Josh. Dylan Stone, thank you so much for the super chat. Are you from the same area as Tom Glavine? Your voice is pretty similar. Yeah, Tom Glavine's from Billerica, which is right near us. So we play against him every year in high school. What street? Have I ever traveled abroad? I've been to Italy. Have I met Tony Gwynn? I have.
To China.
I played in China too. I did meet Tony Gwynn. I did talk to Tony Gwynn about hitting. It was pretty cool. What's your address? Chase Utley, I didn't like that slide. Didn't like it.
you could be
Now-
on any MLB team right now, what would it be?
Any MLB team right now, Dodgers probably. I'd pick someplace warm and someone really good, so Dodgers. HBK Styles, thank you so much for the super chat. Toughest pitcher you ever faced and why? This has probably been my most popular question asked in my life. I'll give you 3. People probably already know what I'm going to say. Ubaldo Jimenez from the Rockies, because he was filthy. He threw like a 90-mile-an-hour breaking ball slider or something. I don't know. Tim Bartolo Colon? Yeah. No. Bartolo Colon struck me out twice. I'm 0 for 2 with 2 Ks against Bartolo, but he's not going to be put in there. Tim Lincecum, when he was with the Giants, did he play for anyone else? I don't think so. Nasty.
Does he still play?
No, I don't think so. Tim Lincecum had a filthy breaking ball, a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, a changeup. He had freaking everything. He was unbelievable. And he exploded at you 1,000,000 miles an hour. And then Daniel Barr with the Red Sox threw like 100 miles an hour. I personally just couldn't see the ball against him. I could never pick it up. Is there any legendary pitcher? Yeah, Greg Maddux. Actually, I played him at the end of my career. Tim Lincecum played for the Angels too? Why don't I even remember that? Do any college baseball players get full scholarships? Not really. It's very rare. Some players will say they have a full scholarship because they'll combine some athletic and academic and stuff, but I really don't know if I've seen a player get a full athletic scholarship before. People always say that I got a full athletic scholarship, and I got nowhere close to that. I don't know, like, people just make stuff up. You tell someone you got a 50% scholarship, and then they tell someone you got a 60, and then it goes to 70, then it's to 80, and then it's 100% before you know it, and then it's always 100%. That's just, I guess, how most things work. I didn't hate any players. Baseball getting less popular. It does feel like that. I mean, I know the numbers in Little League and stuff are down, and youth baseball in general are down. I don't know. Baseball is a little bit more of a boring sport, I guess. Basketball is more an exciting sport. Some people say that baseball hasn't done a great job of marketing the sport to especially young kids and young people. So I'm trying to change that, though. I'm trying to help baseball out. Riley McConnell, thanks so much for Super Chat. My buddy wants to ask, is Buster Posey a Hall of Famer, and what are your thoughts on him? So I think that he could be a Hall of Famer. Let's look at his stats. I think he should be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I do. I'm just going to go out there. I don't even know what his stats are, but I'm going to say he's a Hall of Famer. He's got a 42 WAR almost, over 300 hitter, 370 on base, 140 home runs. How many World Series championships does he have? Three-time World Series champion, Rookie of the Year, MVP, 6-time All-Star, a Gold Glove, 4-time Silver Slugger, batting title. Yeah, give the guy, put the guy in the Hall of Fame. Yes, put him in the Hall of Fame. How much more do you got to do?
Richie the Wolf.
How much more? Richie the Wolf, thank you so much for that super chat. There are Yankees fans in Massachusetts. During home games at Fenway, when the Yankees are in town, there are a couple of Yankee supporters in attendance. Does that mean not everyone in Mass are Sox fans? So I would say obviously the majority of Boston people are Red Sox fans, but I mean I'm sure there's some Yankee fans. I mean I know Yankees fans.
My sister used to go in Yankees gear.
Yeah, but your sister doesn't know anything. Yeah, but she doesn't know anything about baseball. She liked Derek Jeter because she thought he was cute. I mean that doesn't count. I mean I guess it does. Yeah, like I know plenty of people. Like, for instance, the Palmers, Yankees fans. So usually people around here that, like, not everyone is from Boston. Some people moved here. Some people have parents that are from the New York area, and then they came up here. So, yeah, there's not a lot, but I know people in our Antonelli baseball organization that are Yankees fans. Good question, though, Richie the Wolf. Thank you. Alex Rivas, thank you so much for the super chat. Do you think the Red Sox won the Mookie Betts trade if he doesn't play a single game for LA? And he's a free agent 2021 and wants a monstrous contract. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, they automatically win because he didn't play for anyone, and you got players for him that are going to be locked up for a longer term than he is. So yeah, the greatest thing ever would be if there's no baseball season and he comes back to the Red Sox and the Red Sox traded him away and he never played a single inning in another uniform and then came back. That would be unbelievable, and they got players for him. I mean, I want there to be baseball, so I guess that wouldn't be the greatest thing ever, but for them it would be. Chris 00NJ, thank you so much for the super chat. Can you or Juan do a video on throwing effective BP for 9-year-olds? Oh, and you and Trevor Bauer should collaborate for a video. Maybe we'll do that. So effective batting practice for a 9-year-old. I'm just trying to think what I would put in that video. I'm not really sure. Is Juan on here right now? Does he know what he would put? The biggest thing I think for young kids in their batting practice is you want them to be aggressive. I hate when I pitch to little kids and they take everything. Take. They're waiting for the ball to be like right there. I just say like, be aggressive, swing the bat. That's how you're going to learn how to drive pitches. You're going to build some aggressiveness into you. Like you have to be a hitter first, I feel like. So preach aggressiveness and then you can work on discipline later. Even if they swing at a ball a little bit out of the zone, like at 9 years old, I really don't care. With all that being said, as far as BP goes, I don't throw great BP slow. I have to throw it fast. So if I'm going to throw to a young kid, I got to move in close. Sometimes I got to sit down. I do whatever I can to keep the ball somewhere around the zone.
What do players do with the gear and hats they get from teams when they go to another team and play for multiple teams? Do you still have the gear from the Nationals, Indians, O's?
Yeah, you don't give the gear back. You give your jersey back and stuff, but I have all my hats from practice gear, hats, sweatshirts, pullovers, like these things, like all that gear you keep.
Matt has like 3 closets of
yeah,
baseball
I
stuff.
have exactly. I have like 3 closets full of all my baseball stuff. You just put it away and then wear it to bed. That's what I do. EJ Slim, thank you so much for the super chat. Which 2 cities should the MLB expand to?
Do they have a Nashville team?
Vegas. Laura said Nashville. They have a AAA team. I've played in Nashville before. I don't know if Nashville.
It's becoming like a popular place that would go.
Vegas would be cool. A lot of people say Portland, Oregon, but I don't know. I played in Portland, Oregon.
No.
I played in Portland, and I never felt like our crowds were that great in Portland. Vancouver. I've played in Vancouver. I don't know enough about Vancouver. I was only there once. Where else? What other places could we go back to? Montreal.
That would be cold. You know how cold we played?
Hey, Andy Lee said back to Montreal right when I said it. Yeah, back to Montreal would be cool. I'd go for that. Let's see. Dylan Stone, thank you so much for the super chat. Are Brian McCann and Freddie Freeman Hall of Famers? So Freddie Freeman, hold on one sec, guys. I forgot about my Mookie Betts card. Oh my God. Mookie Betts.
You're not buying any more cards.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am. Oh my God, 18 minutes,
I'm going to disable your account.
18 minutes. Hold on one sec. Can I do this?
No.
Hey Siri, can you put a timer on for 15 minutes?
Siri's busy.
You can't set a timer? What do you mean you can't set a timer? Now you're unable to create a reminder? What's wrong with you, Siri? Get out of here. I'm just going to have to keep looking back.
You have a super chat?
Okay, hold on one second. What were we talking about? Oh, Freddie Freeman. Let me check out Freddie Freeman's stats real quick because he's been one of the best hitters in the league for a while.
Freddie Freeman and or Brian McCann.
35 WAR, almost 36 WAR. Let's see. Guy's hitting almost 300, 227 homers. How old is he? He's 30, 380. He's 4-time All-Star. Yeah, so I mean, I think Freeman's going to have to do some work. He's only 30 years old, though. Although he's going to be 31. Is he going to be 31 this year? I mean, I think it probably just going to depend on longevity. How long can he keep playing for? Can he continue to hit like he's hitting? I mean, last year he hit 295 with 38, 121 RBI, almost a 400 on base. So he's going to have to keep doing that for a while. But he's got the talent. Now I think it's longevity. And Brian McCann. So Brian McCann was interesting. I wouldn't think so off the top of my head, but he has a almost 32 WAR, 282 home runs. Wow. He's got a World Series. 7-time All-Star. Damn, he's pretty good. Not a very good on-base percentage, but he's a catcher. I don't know. I mean, Posey gets in before him. I would say no to McCann, yes to Posey.
Riley McConnell, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Riley McConnell, for the super chat.
What did the scouts say your best tool was, and in your opinion, what did you lack besides power?
My best tool, it's not even a tool. I don't have a good tool, I guess. I mean, speed was probably one of my best tools because I was pretty fast. Versatility isn't really athleticism. It's not really a tool, but it goes with speed a little bit. And then my best trait as a hitter was plate discipline and bat the ball skills, so I could put the bat in the ball, and so I would never really strike out very much at all, and I'd get on base a lot. Those are my best tools. My worst tool was probably power, but then also hitting a little bit because my hitting was a little inconsistent. I never really was a dominant hitter. Even in college, I mean, I hit 330 every year, but that wasn't dominant. So, but my on base percentage was always typically one of the best in the country. So that was why that was a really good tool of mine, or trait, skill, whatever you want to call it.
Paramedic 29778. Thanks for the content you post, and thanks to Laura for sharing you with us.
Thanks, Laura.
Thank you so much for the super chat. And if you are really a paramedic, thank you for being out on the front lines right now with the coronavirus, because that's a tough job.
She meant front lines, not front lines. Oh my, BI back in the game breaks 50 big ones. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Wow, who is that?
That's Phil, I think, right? We're gonna chat tomorrow about doing some baseball card stuff, or just some card stuff would be fun. Thank you very much for that super chat, and we will talk tomorrow. You guys should go check out BITG Breaks. He just gave a super chat right there, a large super chat. That might be the largest super chat we've ever gotten.
Yeah, we'll have to get Matt some Lucky Charms with it to celebrate.
Laura's gonna buy me a box of Lucky Charms, and then she's gonna not let me open it. She's gonna say you can stare at the Lucky Charms, but you can't open it. A Antonelli podcast again. So we tried it one night. Our internets were not cooperating, so we'll get it going again though. How do minor league players survive on such low salaries? Most of them don't. Most of them get supported by their parents, or they get jobs in the off season.
They all share hotel.
You share everything. When I was in the minor leagues, we used to. I mean, hell, I was a first round pick. I paid a lot of money, but I still freaking lived like I was grinding out in the minors. We used to just bunk up. Like, when I go, we had like freaking 6 guys in one place one time. How many guys were in that freaking apartment when I got called up to low A? I don't even remember. There was a lot of us. It was, yeah. So you just bunk up, lots of people in apartments until you start making money and get higher in the minors, which you still don't make money. But Robbie, hi. Thank you so much. What team wins a 14-team playoff this year? What team wins? So you're asking me who's winning the World Series this year? I'll go with the Dodgers. It's good. Dodgers or Yankees? I'll go Dodgers. I just want to let everyone know, originally I was going to say the Yankees were going to win the World Series. That was my original pick back in the spring. Or back before Severino got hurt. Then Severino got hurt, and then the Yankees started dropping like flies again with injuries like they did last year. And then I was like, you know what? Just go with the Dodgers. Dodgers lineup. Dodgers are amazing. They just added like a top 5 player in baseball. Their offense is going to be ridiculous. They're going to have Gavin Lux, who, if he can hit like 9-hole, and if he freaking does what I think he's going to be able to do, that lineup is unstoppable. Dave Crook, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Which YouTuber do I watch the most? My YouTube time is spent watching
kids shows.
Well, no, kids shows, yeah, with my kids. But my biggest things I watch on YouTube, honestly, are stock market stuff. And then, how about this red shirt I have on under here? Stock market stuff. Now I'm watching a lot of card stuff, so a lot of different. I'm trying to educate myself on cards right now. So I've been watching a lot of that. Baby Shark, a lot of Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Do, 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 do.
How do I not suck as an umpire?
Call balls, and strikes. Graham Steven, is that how you say it? Yeah, I've seen his channel.
What's your favorite brand of glove?
I've noticed now he's like, here's my opinion on this. And then it's like, here's my girlfriend's opinion on this. This is what I'm going to have to start doing with Laura. Here's my opinion on the designated hitter. And here's my wife's opinion on the designated hitter, and have another video. What do you think about that, Laura? Laura, we should just give you your own YouTube channel. I think you'd be famous.
Landon Souza.
She had no response. No response to that. She just went right to her job. She's taking this job very serious right now.
Because you have super chat.
Thank you, Landon Souza.
Starting lineup for a game with a DH. Current players.
Starting lineup for game with DH. You want me to make a starting lineup right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm gonna give it to you real quick. Oh jeez. Behind the plate, Real Muto.
First base.
I know the position, Clara.
Just try it out.
Here, hold on one second. I actually did this earlier. Hold on.
You did that for no reason at all.
What?
Made a random.
I did. So I actually did this already because I put like my top players. I might change some of these, but I'm gonna tell you what I have. I have Freddie Freeman playing first base. Shit, I don't have this. I don't have a second base. I don't have a second baseman. Shortstop, I have Lindor. Third base, I don't have one right now. But let me think off the top of my head. Bregman, but he's with the Astros, so I don't know. Got Rendon. Who do I want at third base? Chapman's, Arenado. Oh my God, guys, I don't know. Maybe Arenado. At second base, who's the best second baseman? This is hard to do. Like right field will be Yelich. Center field will be
Mookie Betts.
Yeah, I'll move Mookie to center. No, Trout. Trout's in center. What are you talking about, Mookie in center?
Maddie would want Mookie.
No, Trout in center, and then maybe I'll move Mookie to left. I don't know if that. Oh, and a DH. We need a DH. Shoot, who could be my DH?
David Ortiz.
David Ortiz. Laura says David Ortiz.
He's making a comeback.
My God, maybe I hit Pete Alonso there. I need Bellinger in the lineup too. I need Bellinger in right. I'll put Yelich at. I need Acuna out there. There's too many good players to put. There's too many good players. I need Bellinger in right field. I'll move Yelich to DH. I need Acuna someplace.
RC from the NYC. Thank you so much for the super chat. Lucky Charms for Matt Laura, please. Yes, I will buy Matt some Lucky Charms. I'll even get him the supersized family box.
Yeah, but guys, it's not just about buying it for me. It's will you allow me to eat it?
What kind of question is that? Am I gonna make you stare at it every day?
Yes, you will. Oh my God, guys.
Riley McConnell, thank you so
Laura,
much for the super chat. What?
Oh, sorry, Riley McConnell. What do you got, Riley?
Again, Buddy wants to know, we've been debating all weekend, who's the better